It's time for Transport Line, the program that showcases the contributions of all modes of transportation to the socio-economic growth and development of our country, Africa, and the rest of the world. Transport Line is being beamed to you from the Center of Excellence, the state of aquatic splendor, and Africa's fifth largest economy, Lagos. I am Shina Elegbede. Wow. 2025 is here. I say Happy New Year to all of us. We pray we finish this year positively, in good health and wealth, and have many more years on the surface of the earth. In essence, like we say in the Idolofin Ajayi, mo yo fun rami. To God be the glory. Well, Transport Line, first episode 2025. Various arms of government in terms of the executive tier of government, be it federal, state, or local governments, have presented their various budget for 2025 to the legislatures for consideration, approval to be sent to Mr. President, the various governors, and of course, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. Well, as it is a tradition on Transport Line, beginning of the year, we take a cursory look at what is being allocated for transportation or all modes of transportation in the country and how far we can better our best improve on our performance of the previous years. So, for this year, 2025, we shall briefly, on this episode, look at what it was in 2024, talking about road infrastructure and road mode of transportation in Nigeria. Then we dovetail into what is in the offering for 2025. And we more or less put inputs into it so that will more or less guide the various legislators to present the necessary budget to Mr. President and the various governors for their assent so that the country can move on positively. On set, I have with me a public affairs analyst who is going to look at what it was in 2024 and how we can improve the road infrastructure in 2025. We are going to start with the big fish, the flagship of the Nigerian state. Whether you like it or not, that's the Center of Excellence, the state of aquatic splendor, and Africa's today fifth largest economy, Lagos. So we are going to look at the Lagos state, which has a budget of 3.005 trillion naira for 2025. That already has been sent to the Lagos State House of Assembly. They will look at it. In the process of looking at it, Transport Line will chunk in our own input so that by the time the budget is sent to Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu for his assent, then we'll be good to go. I want to welcome Olumide Ologun to the program. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Olumide, to God be the glory. We are in 2025. And 2024 has been many things to many people. But we are among those that God has blessed to weather the storm. So here we are. We're going to look at road infrastructure in Lagos State. How far we've gone. Before we project in 2025, how do you assess 2024 in Lagos State?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Let me start by thanking God and appreciating the Almighty for His favor, for His mercy and faithfulness. 2024 has been a year to remember. And for this, I will also congratulate and say to all Lagosians, compliment of the season. In 2024, as we have rightly said, Lagos will always be the leading state, whether we like it or not. That is where the economy of Nigeria is. And when we are looking at the road infrastructure, we also look at the interiors. If you look at the Third Mainland Bridge, by this time last year, 2023, the road was bad. Third Mainland Bridge. But the federal government came and resurfaced the entire road. Today, the entire stretch of the Third Mainland Bridge is well resurfaced, and you can drive without looking back. Then, if you come to Lagos, the Lagos State Governor, I want to say thank you, sir. We appreciate what you have been doing in Lagos. And you are the man God has given to us at this time. And we appreciate God for that. My job takes me around the length and breadth of Lagos. And I have seen what you have done. The Lagos State Government. Most of the roads that were bad in 2023 have been resurfaced. New ones have been created. If you go through the Lekki Axis, Lagos Island, and in particular, Ikoyi Axis,
and Etiosa,
you will see that a lot of roads have been resurfaced and they are properly done. Then if you come to the mainland, Ikeja area, Alimosho, Agege, Ijaye, Fako. Roads there have been fully taken care of. Though there are some of these roads that are still waiting for government attention. The government cannot do all the roads at the same time. It's just stage by stage.
Well, briefly, that's your own review of how things were in 2024. 2025, we shall be projecting into it with the experience we had last year.
Yes.
And your last statement was that government cannot do it all at once. And this is where we should really focus on.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Let me take you through the budget presented by our amiable governor, Governor Sanwo-Olu, a 3.005 trillion naira.
Yeah.
That is an ambitious budget. And if you look at the breakdown of the budget, about 908 billion is to be allocated, because it's still with the State House of Assembly, is to be allocated to economic affairs sector, which is inclusive of the road infrastructure. And that is to tell you that government means business in 2025. The way I've seen it is that you look at what they have done in the past and you forecast what they will do in 2025. If you look at the budget, 2024 budget was about 2.4 something trillion. And this one is 3.005 trillion. That is about 1.4 or 1.5 trillion naira more than. It means government is trying to do more. For the road infrastructure, which we are really talking about, there's no doubt that the Lagos State government is really trying to create more roads, fix the existing ones, and ensure that traffic goes seamlessly in Lagos State. For the signs, yes, very, very important, especially in the night. The signs, especially the reflective signs. These signs are very important on our road. They should be marked and then help in providing security for drivers and road users in the night. For the Keke Napep and the rest, I know that Lagos State is trying to ensure the safety of life and property. And one of the areas they have to look at is the operations of these Keke Napep operators or drivers. Our traffic management has really improved. I can tell you, because of my work, I go around Lagos axis on daily basis. I've seen where the LASMA are helping people to even push their cars away from the road so as to make traffic more easier, instead of keeping them on the road and begin to talk to them. There are some vehicles that may break down, and they will help to put them beside so that the traffic could flow. And these are areas where we have to appreciate our governor and the government of Lagos State.
I think when you're talking about traffic management, one area which Lagos State Ministry of Transportation and Works you urgently look into is the area of road closure. When you look at Wemco Road, for an example, Wemco Road in Ikeja was a road constructed by Babatunde Fashola's government. He left what year? 2015. Governor Ambode came in. Now, Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, second time. And I tell you, that road is still intact. I have not seen for the past 6-8 years any maintenance or rehabilitation going on there. So that shows the level of solid construction done there. But again, one thing that is missing, it was there before. It was well illuminated, well lit. Areas where you see have Okada operating, if you drive at night, if you observe, they now have the type of lamp or headlamp they use.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
I don't know why up to this moment, those who are in charge of traffic management have not checkmated these people in seeing that they should, they blind the eyes of oncoming drivers. And you'll be amazed. You think they are trucks. No, they are not trucks.
Yes.
Areas where you see have Okada being in operation. These are issues. Go to Agege, Iju areas, and Fagba. You find these Okada people, they almost blind you. But now, when you drive at night, it's dark, the road marks, traffic signs are not there. So these are issues we should look into. Like I said, we observe that the road commission along Ikoyi, Etios Axis, and Alimosho were well paid. They are solar powered. Also, solar power, yes, but we should also have plan B, alternative. And this is where, when we're talking about 2025 road infrastructure improvement, government should look into. And we are saying this because when the legislative arm, that's Lagos State House of Assembly,
Yes.
is properly looking at this budget, x-raying it, they should know where they should put more money and deduct more money. It's nothing new. They've been doing it for many years, since 1999. But since the world is a dynamic field, we should know we have to do more. And that is why we are asking both the legislative arms and the executive to work together. Yes. So when we're talking about improving infrastructure, in any case, if you have roads that well illuminated, you won't be having this type of problem. I don't know whether you have other issues to look into.
Yes, thank you, sir. I think, let me start from the relationship between the Lagos State executive and the legislation. If you look at the entire country, since the inception of democracy in 1999, Lagos...
That's the Fourth Republic.
No, 1999.
And yeah, I will call it the
Yes.
Fourth Republic.
Okay. Lagos remain the best in terms of collaborative effort between the executive and the legislature. One, we have never, since then, seen the executive fighting the legislature or legislature fighting the executive, or even within the legislature fighting themselves, removing their speakers. In Lagos, I don't think it has happened. And that is a good omen for us, saying that the two arms of government, they understand why they are in that position. They are to serve the people, and they are really serving the people. I do not have any doubt that the legislature will do their job, scrutinizing this budget and allocating accordingly based on the needs of each sector. That is it. Secondly, you spoke about closure of roads. I think we should move away from that. There have been an example where roads are constructed in the night here in Lagos. Between 2022, 2023, I can't remember the name of the contractor, when the expansion or the rehabilitation of Ogudu down to 7 Up here, former
Toll
gate, when it was being constructed, we hardly see anybody in the day. You reply the road in the morning and you have seen that something has happened. It means the contractor worked in the night. Why can't we use that as a means of working on roads? Because every road that is existing in Lagos has has traffic, and that traffic must not be disturbed. Whether you even give 1 week or 2 weeks notice, is not enough, because the traffic in each road in Lagos is high, and by the time you are trying to maneuver, traffic in the other side will be too high, to the extent that traffic logjam will be the order of the day. Then the issue of drainage. My own appeal to government, they are doing wonderfully well, there's no doubt, is that as soon as they are removing these seats from the drainage, the vehicle to cut them away should also be there. Not that you remove and put them beside the road. One, is causing traffic. two vehicles are also pushing them down to the drainage where they are brought up. And the third one is that the sanitation, or what I will call the disease, that
Environmental
these,
aspect of it.
environmental issues that are within. This is also a problem, and therefore government should tell the local government or those who are in charge, as soon as they are removing, they should also pack them and card anyway. But what I've seen in Lagos is that Lagos is working, Lagos is moving, our governor is doing well.
Well, I think that aspect of working at night, slate removed from the drainages to be carted away, depends on availability of fund. That is why we're appealing to the Lagos State House of Assembly to appropriate adequate fund so that there will be no need to be closing roads, so that contractors can work at night, and before we know it, road construction can be completed in standard adequate time. Yes. Well, Olumide Ologun, public affairs analyst, I want to thank you for finding time to come.
Thank you, sir.
And briefly look at 2024, the way the road infrastructure provision has gone, and our projection for 2025 as regards improvement. We thank you very much, and I hope you come again. Thank you very much for finding time.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
2025 is here, to God be the glory, the first month of the year, January. But remember, times are still hard. Please continue to be your brother's keeper. Be compassionate. That way, we have a sane and better society for all of us. Till next time, bye-bye for now.